What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Gimbird. In today's video, I'm creating a custom Gim for you. Alright, let's get right into it. So last week, I made a post on YouTube asking you what your suggestions are for a new Gim. I took those suggestions and put them into a wheel to decide. Alright, it's spinning. Who's it gonna land on? Alright, there it goes. And it looks like it's going to be Gimkit Clipper, so congratulations. Let's get right into it. So I started off with a basic Gim, and I just traced the legs, because I knew I wasn't going to use the actual body anyway. And then here I am just struggling to see where I want to, start it. And it wasn't going all that well, but, it's fine. So now we have that basic book shape. And, man, I just really do not know where to go with this. But trust me, it turns out pretty good at the end. It's all a process, Okay, so, yeah. I am struggling, as you can see. So I just ditched that and just began working on the eyes to, and then I erased the template for it. And now I'm just starting to get that book shape. Alright, now I have to erase this because I'm realizing that to get that traditional book shape, I need to rearrange some things. And now I have to redo the bottom because I'm realizing that it doesn't look quite right, as you can see. And I now have to do that right there. And for some reason it took me a little bit harder to do that, so I don't know why. Alright, so that Gim is getting the basic book shape, and I think it's looking pretty good right now. But you gotta ask me, does this need a seam? I don't think so. I know in my final Gim I don't have it, but yeah. I don't really know. I'm not great with drawing books, but we're gonna work with what we got. So now I'm redrawing the pages because that also doesn't quite look right. And I really want that seam, like the 3D effect to where the pages go behind the book. So I ended up just going with that, and I think it looks alright. Now I'm gonna draw that worm for that bookworm part. Get it? Bookworm? It's clever. And I want to get that illusion that the worm is inside the book to give that bookworm feel. I know it's not super realistic, but hey, it's a Gim, you can do anything with them. So we're finally getting into the coloring of this, and what's annoying with Klecky, which is the drawing software that I'm using, you have to go in and see all of those little white things on the bottom. I have to individually go in, exactly, do that right there, because it for some reason doesn't completely fill it in. It leaves some pixels in there. But I went with a red coloring to imitate an apple. So how apples are kind of the universal language for some reason of being smart. So I really just wanted this book to, so you're smart, and I think it looks pretty good so far. One thing that's kind of annoying with these Gims is the shading aspect of it, that I've seen a lot of creators, when they draw their own Gims, they forget to do shading. I think that's a must-need for these types of Gims to give them their realism. So I do decide for the worm to be green, to give that apple stem. And here I go again with the coloring in of those white marks from the bad fill job on Klecky's software for whatever reason. Just a whole lot of outlining around these to really give that realistic Gim look. I mean, not realistic. Obviously, it's not looking real, but you have to get these kind of things to make it look like an actual Gim that you might see in-game. That's what I mean by realistic. But it really is kind of a long process to go through all of these seams to really get that realistic look to it. But it really is just kind of time consuming, but it's alright. But man, Clucky, what are you doing? Like, what's with your fill feature? I feel like it should fill in more than just leaving several pixels to be filled back in with the paintbrush manually, so it's just kind of annoying, you know? Then I thought about putting, like, filling in the gray spots, but when you're zoomed out, you don't really see it. But the green does show, so I'm gonna fill in the worm now, and I realized that I mess up a couple times, as you can see. Don't want to take too much away from that black, and going to go around the eyes, and I just think the smiley face is a little big, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit. One final touch, and there you go. There is your final product. And I think it turned out pretty great. Now let's see some in-game screenshots. Overall, this Gim turned out pretty well. If you'd like to have a chance at having your Gim get created, leave a comment down below. Suggestions will close at 4 PM on Thursday, August 27th. If you enjoyed, consider liking this video and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week on Gimbird.